Welcome to the ultimate guide to science fiction series on Netflix. Are you a fan of time travel, alternate universes, and mind-bending concepts? Look no further. In this video, we're going to take a deep dive into the 20 must-watch sci-fi series on Netflix. Buckle up, because we're about to take you on a journey through the best of the best in the world of science fiction. So, without further ado, let's jump into the video.
Snowpiercer. Snowpiercer is a reimagining of Bong Joon-ho's 2013 film of the same name, with new characters and a new timeline. The series follows a train perpetually traveling around the world with the last remaining humans that were saved from a global freeze. The story is muddled, and the class differences are not well established in the first episode. However, the presence of Daveed Diggs and Jennifer Connelly as lead characters is a positive aspect of the show. Even so, if you are interested in watching a sci-fi series and if its plot seems interesting to you, then you can give it a try. The show has an IMDb rating of 6.9. Away, the series starring Hilary Swank, follows the crew of the Atlas on their mission to Mars while also exploring the personal struggles of their families back on Earth. While the show boasts impressive production design and solid performances from the cast, including Swank and Josh Charles, it often falls into predictable and sentimental territory. The family drama elements overshadow the sci-fi epic, and the stakes never feel as high as they should, resulting in a series that often plays it safe. However, the supporting characters' revelations add depth to the narrative, making it more interesting. Overall, Away is a calm and pleasant watch, but it doesn't quite reach the heights of other space-focused television shows. The IMDb rating for Away is 6.6. Better Than Us. Better Than Us, Netflix's new Russian sci-fi series set in a world where robots are integrated into daily life, is a refreshing addition to the genre with an IMDb rating of 7.3. The show's biggest draw is its excellent production design, creating a plausible and lived-in world that feels believable. The family drama at the show's core is complex, and the introduction of a murder bot and sex bots adds flavor to the story. The performances from Vita Kornienko and Pauline Andreeva stand out, and the pairing of their characters is a smart move. If you're a fan of sci-fi shows like Ex Machina, Black Mirror, or Altered Carbon, give Better Than Us a stream. Into the Night. Into the Night is a thrilling Belgian Netflix series based on the novel The Old Axolotl by Polish author Jacek Dukaj. The show follows a group of people on a plane racing westward to escape the deadly sun, which is killing everyone. The diverse cast of characters adds an element of society and microcosm, and while the show isn't entirely original, its high-wire suspense and fast-paced storytelling make for an entertaining watch. With an IMDb rating of 7.1, the debut episode is promising, and with episode titles consisting of key characters' names, there is potential for more character exploration. Overall, Into the Night is a simple and suspenseful sci-fi thriller that is worth checking out. Deep dive. Sense, the ambitious Netflix drama, is visually stunning and emotionally touching, but can be confusing to those who resist its unique storytelling. The series follows a diverse group of individuals called sensates who are connected to each other mentally and physically despite living on different continents. Season 1 serves as a 12-hour introduction to their backstory, while Season 2 delves deeper into the mythology of the series. The show's lush cinematography, diverse cast, and exploration of pansexuality and guilt-free joy make it a worthwhile watch for those willing to give in to its unconventional narrative. It gets an 8.2 IMDb rating. Altered Carbon. Altered Carbon is a sci-fi noir series on Netflix that explores a world where consciousness can be digitized and transferred between bodies. The show follows Takeshi Kovacs, an assassin whose consciousness is transferred to a new body after being in stasis for 250 years. He's hired by a wealthy aristocrat to investigate his own murder. The visuals and Joel Kinnaman's performance are strong, but the complex world building may leave viewers feeling lost. The murder mystery is straightforward, but it's likely to become more complex as the season progresses. Overall, it's worth streaming for sci-fi and noir fans, with an IMDb rating of 7.9. The 100. The CW sci-fi drama, The 100, presents a world where only attractive teenagers survive on Earth, while their parents are left in space. The show has an IMDb 7.6 rating and follows a group of teenage criminals sent to Earth to test its liability. However, the series focuses more on love triangles and other teenage drama, overshadowing more complex themes like class struggle and injustice. The show also has an issue with race, with minority characters given stereotypical roles or left silent. Despite these issues, the series continues with new threats and challenges for both the Ark and the teenagers on Earth. Overall, The 100 has interesting concepts but lacks depth and fails to fully explore important themes. Chilling Adventures of SABRINA. The updated version of SABRINA has a stylish and thrilling first season, although it is flawed and messy. The show explores the limitations of the witch fantasy and the boundaries that are put upon women, and examines whether magic is a tool of empowerment or just another trap. The show is at its best when it goes dark and commits to a blood-drenched gothic aesthetic in its storytelling. However, the high school scenes are the weakest part of the show. Overall, the show handles its witch fantasy with flair and malevolent wit, with an IMDb rating of 7.4. Love, Death, and Robots. Love, Death, and Robots is an animated anthology series on Netflix executive produced by David Fincher and Tim Miller. The series features a mix of genres and styles, including fantasy, sci-fi, and dark themes. The episodes vary in length and animation style, with contributions from different studios. While some episodes are successful in their storytelling and humor, others feel rushed and lack character development. Overall, Love, Death, and Robots is worth streaming if you're interested in dark and violent themes, but be selective in which episodes you choose to watch. The series has received an IMDb rating of 8.4 out of 10, indicating a generally positive reception from viewers. The Silent Sea. The Silent Sea is a Korean-language sci-fi drama on Netflix about a mission to harvest water on the moon to save a dying Earth. While comparisons to Squid Game may be reductive, both shows have themes that transcend language and appeal to a global audience. Despite some slow and ponderous moments, the impressive visuals and standout performances, particularly from B.A. Duna, make The Silent Sea worth watching for fans of genre fare with heart. However, the 8-episode series could benefit from some editing to maintain audience attention throughout. It's worth noting that this series gets a 6.9 IMDb rating, but don't let that discourage you from giving it a chance. Archive 81. Netflix's Archive 81, based on a popular scripted podcast, is a show that involves a man working as a videotape archivist and is asked to restore tapes at a bunker in the Catskills. While he goes through the archive, he is going to have more questions about what happened to an apartment building called the Visser and the people in it. The first episode sets up the mystery well and establishes the main character's background, but the show's effectiveness will depend on how well it can translate the audio-only medium to something visual. Fans of supernatural thrillers should give it a chance. The show currently holds a 7.3 rating on IMDb. The OA. The OA is a show that may polarize viewers, as it features unusual stylistic elements and a slow-paced story with thought-provoking themes and strong characterization. The series builds up to a big reveal that never really materializes, leading to an ending that may feel pretentious and inconsistent with the rest of the show. Despite this, the series is thematically rich, with interesting religious symbology and flexible runtimes across each episode. The OA may not be for everyone, but those who appreciate its unique qualities will find it a fascinating and challenging journey. With a 7.8 IMDb rating, it's clear that the show has garnered a devoted following despite its divisive nature. The Umbrella Academy. The Umbrella Academy, Netflix's latest comic book adaptation, is a fun and quirky superhero show featuring 7 siblings with superpowers and a talking A butler. The daft concept of 43 mysteriously pregnant women giving birth to superpowered babies is just the beginning of the show's ridiculousness. Despite its potential for exploring family dysfunction, the show focuses more on superhero action and time-traveling assassins. Ellen Page stands out as the black sheep of the family. Overall, The Umbrella Academy is a daffy and entertaining palate-cleansing treat for those looking for a break from more serious shows. With a 7.9 IMDb rating, it's clear that many viewers have enjoyed its offbeat humor and zany antics. I Am Not Okay With This. I Am Not Okay With This, the latest teen series from the Stranger Things team on Netflix, is a fine addition to the angsty, hormone-filled genre. Sydney Novak Sophia Lillis is the troubled teenager at the heart of the show, still reeling from her father's suicide, grappling with her family's move to a small town, and dealing with the loss of her best friend to the world of popularity and boys. To add to all of this, Sydney also starts developing telekinetic powers, which she struggles to control. The show's charm and style come in great part from Lillis's wonderful performance, and the nods to scabrous outsider greats like Daria and Mean Girls Janice. While the central conceit of superpowers as a metaphor for changing bodies and encroaching adulthood is not new, I Am Not Okay With This is a worthy addition to the genre. Alice in Borderland. Alice in Borderland is a vibrant sci-fi series that successfully weaves together elements from various films and shows such as 28 Days Later, Sword Art Online, The Purge, and Saw. The plot revolves around a group of young adults who are stuck in a deadly alternate reality world where they must play games of life and death in exchange for playing cards that determine the number of days they have left to live. The show is well-written, fast-paced, and addictive, with excellent sound design that enhances the world building. The only drawback is the lack of character development for supporting players, but the show compensates with fascinating twists and turns, particularly for the character Q&A. Overall, Alice in Borderland is an enjoyable and ruthless sci-fi series that offers a satisfying viewing experience. Lost in Space. Netflix's reboot of Lost in Space is a family-friendly sci-fi series that may be enjoyed if you can overlook the plot holes, cheesy dialogue, and illogical science. The breathtaking visuals and epic score are impressive, but the series lacks charm and has more similarities to shows like The 100 than the original Lost in Space. The Robinson family's story is vague and lacks the charismatic characters of the original. The revamped Robbie the robot is the most endearing character. The series' dark, dull color palette and bleak, moody picture of the future are similar to a Ridley Scott picture. The CGI and establishing shots are excellent, but the illogical topography is open to interpretation. Lost in Space has too many issues to be considered anything but an average, disappointing reboot, and those with fond memories of the original should be prepared for a culture shock. With a 7.3 IMDb rating. Dark is a mind-bending German Netflix original that spans multiple timelines, interconnected family trees, and thought-provoking themes about the nature of time and the connections we have with others. The third and final season picks up where the previous one left off, with Jonas and Martha embarking on another journey that leads them to an alternate world. The season demands the viewer's attention as the showrunners push them to play catch-up alongside the townspeople. The set pieces are gorgeous, the score brings constant dread, and the performances are top-notch. The season is violent, introduces new characters, and follows biblical themes with Adam and Eva. The show concludes as a nod to attachment and connection to others. Overall, Dark is a unique and mind-melding sci-fi show that keeps audiences guessing and delivers a bittersweet sense of finality. Black Mirror is a unique and exceptional TV series that explores the impact of technology on human nature. With its engaging writing and intriguing storylines, it has been named the best TV series of all time by The Guardian. The show's focus on character development and human interest stories, rather than plot, is refreshing. The absence of a single protagonist makes it easier for viewers to relate to each character. Black Mirror is not afraid to show the darker side of society, and it delves into different genres, showcasing disturbing scenes. Each episode ends with a powerful conclusion that leaves the audience pondering. With episodes only 40 to 55 minutes long, this show is definitely worth your time. It has also received a high rating of 8.8 on IMDb. You can find Black Mirror on Netflix. Travelers, a Canadian science fiction series on Netflix, offers a fresh take on the time travel concept, with attention-grabbing flourishes and fine acting. In the future, human consciousness is sent back in time to be inserted into a host body at the moment of their death. The travelers hope to alter events in our time to improve things in theirs, but sometimes land in problematic hosts. The show has received an impressive 8.0 IMDb rating, and is enjoyable if you can ignore the contradictions and if you haven't already had enough time traveling, which has become a popular theme in television shows in recent years. The glut of time travel shows reflects the abundance of small-screen outlets desperate for content, and the time travel premise is remarkably versatile. Overall, Travelers is a tasty addition to the genre. Stranger Things is one of the most popular shows in Netflix history, and for good reason. The show is a perfect blend of nostalgia, depth, bingeability, multi-genre storytelling, darkness and light, character development, twists and turns, and pure entertainment value. The 1980s Wonderland is brought to life with impressive attention to detail, while the sci-fi narrative and beyond the aliens' lessons of loyalty, friendship, and bravery make for a compelling story. The show pulls elements from a range of genres and has something for everyone, and the character development and plot twists keep viewers on the edge of their seats. Whether you're a fan or a newcomer, Stranger Things is definitely a must-watch.
So there you have it. Our top 20 picks for the best sci-fi series on Netflix. From time-traveling adventures to dystopian futures, we've covered all the bases. We hope you found some new favorites to add to your watch list. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more awesome content like this. Thanks for watching.